The Weekly starts now.
Hi, and welcome to this week's episode of The Weekly. This is your source for trends and innovations we're seeing in the marketplace. So it's another week and another snowstorm in Philadelphia. I say, just let it keep coming until spring. Why not? It's also Super Bowl Sunday. I'm rooting for the Chiefs. I'm thinking maybe even Boston might be rooting against Brady. Because if Brady wins, brings up that whole question about was it Brady or Belichick, or maybe Belichick wasn't that good. That could cause a lot of angst. And the best news of the weekend, my mom, who's 89, took her down and she got her first dose of the vaccine. So I actually saw it happen, which is great news. And I know we're all excited to move that forward. Our sponsor for today's show is LP Structural Solutions. And they make a full line of products that protect your homes against moisture and water and heat and fire. And it touches so many parts of the house, the roof, the walls, the flooring, and protects your homes both during and after construction. So check them out. They have you covered. So there's a big thing we talk about all the time, and it's called lead gen. We actually do a conference at Pro Remodeling called Extreme Lead Gen. And people are always figuring out what works and what is effective. Well, we're going to talk to Dreamstyle, and they have a sweepstakes. When you listen to the numbers, they are off the charts. And it only cost about 1.5% of sales? Is it possible?
And we generate about 170 sweeps leads a month off of it. And year to date, we have 650,000 in net sales off of the sweeps. So if you're, if you do the math on your, a $10,000 cost for 650K in return, you're looking at a 1.5% cost of marketing, which is great. I mean, at the end of the day, we kind of look for a 10% cost of marketing. That's our ultimate goal. So, for every $10 I spend, I need to generate 100 in net revenue. And so me being able to deliver a lead source, we consider it a lead source, and we source any lead in our CRM that's generated and converted off the sweeps as a DS site sweeps lead, so we can track performance individually. And so if I can take a lead source and say, hey, I can generate revenue off of this at 1.5% when we're aiming for 10, then there's no question that that's a viable source, and that's something we're going to continue to do.
Those metrics are amazing, and they fill the funnel in so many ways. You get an incredible database with full contact information. You get timing of when people want to do their projects, and you get present customers. It's like the super trifecta of lead gen. Boy, if we could all incorporate that into our businesses, life would be good. So we know with COVID, everyone's been trying different things. Me, I'm auditioning for RoboCop. Not going very well, to be honest with you. Mike Beirne, who's one of our editors on Pro Builder, took a journey into his Crawlspace. I swear, into his Crawlspace. And of course, there's humidity in there, and there's mold, and there's all those things that live in Crawlspaces. And Mike's going to take you on his personal journey about what he saw in there and what he did about it.
My crawl space is above grade, and I didn't have standing water, so I didn't need to install a sump pump. But where was that humidity coming from? The space is not vented, so there was no humidity coming inside from the outdoors. Well, it was coming from the moisture in the ground, which would escape into the crawl space and create the conditions that would lead to the growth. So between more research and being a cheapskate, I decided to give this project a shot. Besides, stories about crawl spaces and mold are the most read topics on ProBuilder.com, so I figured my encapsulation journey would make for a good video on The Weekly.
Well, how about that? You know what's great? That even the editors of Pro Builder are reading Pro Builder to take care of some personal things going on in their homes. I find that absolutely heartwarming. So thank you for joining us. If you'd like to see any of our episodes or all of the full segments, check them out on Horizon TV or on YouTube. They're posted new every Thursday. Come join us. Big shout out to our sponsor, LP Structural Solutions. They've been putting out innovative products for 40 years and are right in the middle of helping you create high-performance homes. They have some great solutions. Let's go Chiefs. Hopefully that happened. I'm making the prediction, so you'll know how good I am at that. Really appreciate you joining us, and we'll see you next Thursday. Thanks a lot.